Welcome back to another episode of Fedora Reviews. Today, I'll be talking about a man who's a teacher by day, and then in his own time, does secretive stuff without the world knowing. No, not him. But this fella. Ah yes, Indiana Jones, a fearless adventurer that has been around the world fighting Nazis, tribes and Soviets to collect priceless treasures, and also taking on threats such as... but just seems to get flummoxed by...
I'm a snake.
Snakes. But just how great are these movies in Harrison Ford's most iconic role since...
Chewie, we're home.
Never gets old. Let's find out by going through this trilogy one movie at a time. That's why I said trilogy. There's only 3 movies, I promise. This is Indiana Jones, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, the review. So our story begins back in 1936, deep within the Amazon jungle, where we get introduced to Indy and some of his useless sidekicks. So we've got a guy who's scared of a rock, and a few bats, and... So Indy and his one remaining sidekick enter into a cave in search of a gold idol. And this is how vampires teach their children to stare out of sunlight. And so Indy finds the idol, which is sitting on top of a weighted trap. Now, we need to replace it with something that weighs the same as it. Any ideas, Annie?
I don't like sand.
Perfect. Dang it, Annie!
What have I done?
And as Satpo betrays Indy, and all the traps are set off, this actually makes a really intense sequence nearly 10 minutes into the movie that's really gripping and investing. This is what really got the audience engaged to this film. I could even stand alone and this still get a classic. And that is why you stay out of the light, Count. And so after being chased by an angry ball, Indy makes it into the wild to encounter Belloc.
You chose the wrong friends. This time it will cost you.
Knew I shouldn't have picked that guy. But Indy still manages to escape, but with a little souvenir from South America.
There's a big snake in the plane, Jack!
And so we go over to the college, where we see Indiana as a professor and what life's like there.
The find. However, chamber 3 was undisturbed, and the undisturbed chamber and the grave goods that were found in another in the area give us a...
Blink in another place, my dear, and there'll be so many questions to answer. So these two guys reveal that the Nazis are after the Ark of the Covenant, a hidden religious artifact capable of great power.
However, about a year after the Pharaoh had returned to Egypt, the city of Tanis was consumed by the desert in a sandstorm which lasted a whole year.
Sounds like it would have been a... So Indy sets off to Nepal to find Ravenwood, who holds a jewel essential to finding the location of the Ark and get it into a museum out of the Nazis' hands. But not before some of them already arrive.
Take your lousy hands off!
So Indy arrives for his first of many portions of kicking some Nazi backside, which results in Marion's bar being set alight.
No, don't touch that!
So with the medallion safe, Marion travels with Indy over to Cairo to learn of the Ark's location. So as they arrive, we meet up with Salar and... a monkey?
What are you saying about my monkey?
Callum, what are you doing here? I'm recording a review.
Yeah, I'm here to help.
I don't see why not.
Let's go. So it looks like Indy and Marion are in danger as the Nazis have already made it into Cairo with the Hitler-supported monkey on their side.
But not before the two of them end up separating. Now, if Taggart has taught me anything, it's that frying pans are the deadliest weapon in the world. See? Why can't you have a monkey or a snake? But before Indy can find her, he encounters a deadly swordsman in his path. What did you do that for?
Thought it'd be a lot easier.
So much for that idea.
So with Marion dead, Indy and Salah go off to locate the Ark themselves with the medallion.
And with the right place discovered, they proceed to dig up the Well of Souls.
I am a dwarf and a digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. Seduce me!
Sorry, Indy.
And with a pit full of deadly snakes, Salah shows us what a true friend would do.
Asps. Very dangerous. You go first.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But they manage to clear away and collect the Ark, but not before Balak ambushes them from the surface.
But I do not wish to leave you down in that awful place, all alone.
Slimy pig, you let me go! Stop it! Oh, ah!
So with Indy and Marion trapped in the well, it looks like there's only one way out.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeleton.
So Indy and Marion escape quite conveniently,
I don't know, I'm making this up as I go.
as they have a fight with a henchman beside a plane. But soon Marion ends up getting trapped inside the plane with an oil tank leaking.
But it looks like action stars and new players to games both share the same weakness. They never look behind them.
Holy smoke, my friends! I'm so pleased you're not dead!
Going to speak any louder with a Nazi right by you.
But it's not over yet as the Ark gets taken in a truck.
And you gotta admit, even now, this sequence does look awesome. For the choreography, to the quick humour, and just a few one-liners in it. To the soundtrack, to the more tenser moments that make the entire sequence brilliant viewing, whilst lasting over 7 minutes.
Idiot! Idiot!
Mr. Katanga, these are my friends. They are my family.
Alright mate, make your mind up.
However, things aren't all fine just yet, as the Nazis intercept the ship and take Marion and the Ark.
But Indy manages to climb aboard. How?
I don't know, I'm making this up as I go.
And they arrive on an island for the film's climax.
Hello? Jones? Jones? I'm gonna blow up the Ark, Renee. Your persistence surprises even me.
You're gonna give mercenaries a bad name.
Wait, look at Bellick's mouth as he says that.
Your persistence surprises even me. You're gonna give mercenaries a bad name. Marion, don't look at it. Shut your eyes, Marion. Don't look at it. I'm in.
Okay, that right there is going to be the thumbnail for this video.
And so the Nazis get ghostbusted and exploded as Marion and Indy survive by keeping their eyes closed.
And so the Ark gets put away in a massive warehouse and our film draws to a close. So that was Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it is a great film. The brilliant acting from all the lead roles makes them even more believable. I like how Marion acts a lot tougher than your average damsel in distress, and Belloc is nearly at a Christoph Waltz level of evil Nazi, although I do think the guy in the black hat is more sinister. The set pieces are amazing, reinforced by another truly stunning soundtrack from John Williams. All this with gripping scenes that rarely leave the audience bored really do make this film a classic. If there's anything wrong with this film, some circumstances that Indy escapes from are extremely convenient, but the story is generally very well told.
It's a good film. It's one of my favourite films, and it's just one of them films and that one of them series where the characters just evolve, and the characters have such an in-depth story, and it's just one of them. It's just one of them great films like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings where you can just follow it. It's got a good storyline and just great characters, and it's just a lot of fun. And I love this film, and it's probably my favourite out of the Indiana Jones films.
I give Raiders of the Lost Ark 9 out of 10. Special thanks to Callum for joining me for this review. Please show him some support by subscribing to his channel on YouTube, as he's been a good friend of mine for a long time and has done collabs with me in the past. And next time, I'll be taking a look at a film that involves a character that's underappreciated for his appearance, but still goes out on the quest to rescue a princess nevertheless.
It's Shrek, isn't it?
It's Shrek. Good night!
A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictator.